This meeting will be video recorded and broadcast over the local access channel 8 through town website at www.eastham-ma.gov. This is a meeting of the Open Space Committee for Eastham on September 25th, 2025 at 2:30. Okay.
We gotta say the names for a quorum.
Oh, yeah, and those present, Rob Young.
Francis Lewis, Linda Dorflinger,
Andrew Shear.
All right, so we have enough for quorum, and Karen will be joining us shortly. We'll suspend with the approving of the minutes because that was from Karen and I did not receive them yet. As I don't think any of you did. The next topic of the agenda is the OSRP with Francis and Michelle. Anything to report there, Francis?
yes, we did get together a couple times since our last meeting. We're working on the goals. And it's set up in a grid like this with the goals, the appropriate committees, proposed completion date, priority, action items. There are about 60. I mean, this is the draft. So I sat with her and with Michelle and Shannon. We went over the ones that refer to open space questions. A lot of these goals refer to recreation. And then the next meeting, then she met separately with recreation, and then we met with Jackie this week. And she reviewed the goals and she was very supportive of the goals in general. And the next steps were, Shana was gonna meet with Alex and Hillary. She hadn't had that chance for them to look over the conservation goals. And then after that, it will come to the committee and then you will look over the goals and give your input, and other committees will too.
Okay.
All right. There's one goal I just wanted us to keep in the back of our mind, to establish comprehensive land management plans. Now, Kate Logan and Bob Cook put together that land management plan we were using, which broke everything down into months and the types of things you would be doing on a property, invasive removal, etc. At that point, we heard from the administration that they wanted something more comprehensive. That's in this 10-year action plan. But we're gonna need guidance from the town on what they want. So that would be something that I think Alex will have to work with us.
Right.
We'll add to the plan that Kate and Bob made, but we need to know, and we probably need town resources to do that. And we're supposedly starting with Sandy Meadow. No, not, excuse me. We're starting with Wiley Park. And we already have the forestry plan and how that's gonna be included, but that's something we need to work with Alex on, so we have to put that on our list of topics with Alex.
All right.
Why is it a 10-year? Why can't it be like 5?
It used to be
Short-term goals.
You can talk to the state, it used to be 7, it is now a 10-year plan.
State.
That's what I
that?
know, Linda.
Okay.
But we'll take that into
We'll
advisement.
send that up to the state.
No, it just seems to me like it's a little bit more manageable if you have it.
Anyway.
Takes at least 2 years to do a 10-year plan.
Yeah, I think they thought it could be less onerous. Okay, that's that.
All right. Next topic was the open space SharePoint. Did anyone try getting in on that? I did,
No, I didn't.
and I
I
wasn't.
don't even know if I saw the link, to be
Okay,
honest.
yeah, Kayla sent it to all of us.
Okay.
I tried it
Okay,
a few times and could not get in. And
Okay.
so what I want to do is I'm gonna approach her. And
I'll
I
try
think
it.
if we can, yeah,
Well.
if you can too. Anthony.
Yeah, I
And then we
don't
can-
open links on my phone often, so I would have forgotten about it, but I'll check it on my.
See if you
because
can.
SharePoint's a computer.
What we should probably do is do a separate committee to do a workshop, not only to make sure we can get in on it, but to go through where we want people to be putting things, because the more and more, Francis and I kind of discussed this when we were dealing with the kiosk, the more and more we thought about it, if we all have files, which I have Bob Cook files, I have other files, and different things. If we all just make our own decisions where we're gonna put it, it could all end up
Yeah, it'll be a help with the Wild
You know,
West.
yeah, so, and since we're being used as the guinea pigs, if you will, for the thing, I think we should set up a committee to kind of decide where stuff goes. I'm willing to sit on that.
I'll do that too.
I'm
Okay.
happy to do it.
Okay,
and
so
I
then,
think we
yeah,
need,
Neil-
we need Alex with us too, because he
Yeah,
has
well,
fun.
that's fine, but he doesn't mess up our quorum, because he's separate, so
Yeah,
that'd be
so
great.
that's three. I'm
So
happy
we
to do
should do
that.
that, okay, so the three of us and Alex can work on that. That'd be super. The next. Probably have been there before, but they're stopping and looking at it. So we've got one there on Herrenberg Road and then the one at the entrance off Wiley Park. Francis and I went in, we put in the different things that we had available to us. There's a couple more we've got coming, but they really look great. The one thing we noted though was it kind of looked like it needed, especially the Herrenberg one, but the Wiley Park one could too, a sign that said Wiley Park. So Francis investigated, we didn't use up all the funds from making the kiosk, so we have money left over. And Francis investigated, and we can get the same company to make one that says Wiley Park, which can affix on there, they're used to doing that. Orleans has them on theirs, and they're $350 each, so we can afford the. Just gonna go ahead and do that.
I'm in favor.
Yes, Francis,
I said,
Rob.
I'm
Andrew?
good, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
just an aside, and we talked with Alex on that, and he's the one who looked it up and found the price for us. And it's a burn. It's a rustic looking name, you know, it's
Right.
really hand.
yeah. No, I get that. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
again, I think it gets people interacting with the areas, because I feel like one of the big drawbacks to this committee is like people don't really know what they can do in those spaces unless there's already a park there. And that's where we can like, just walking it is something they can do, but then to draw them in, it's like, hey, collect the little
Well,
stamps or
Well,
whatever it is.
right, but also there are certain things about our properties like Sandy Meadow, for instance, there are a lot of species that are not indicated. I like that a lot, so we should start working on that like in May, June.
It's all good. It just means he ended his control over the meeting.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yes.
that's something we should start working on like April, May. And be ready.
It falls apart, so if you can get.
Just gotta design like what kind of puzzles they are. You don't have to like design anything super hard to do. We just look online and find like a cool puzzle that would be for the area.
Yeah.
It's a good time to start working on it, so we're up and running and ready for it.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think it's a
that.
great idea.
And then I think we can have some type of a prize, because that gets people just to get a little bit more. I'd rather see us do that than,
Even be a keychain.
yeah, just something, yeah, simple, that they become a
With the
member,
turtle
that they're-
at the end.
right? I like.
You want a little turtle,
Great idea.
you print a little turtle and stick it in there, it's
Okay.
fine.
Because, it would be working around removing the trivet from the native plants.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
It's an ongoing project.
Ongoing.
So Alex is back
Yeah.
next week, so I'll
And
talk
I
to him and see if
sort
we
of
can
would
set something up.
love off the bike trail entrance to that property.
Okay,
Because there was a sign at one point, and then the next time I looked.
There's two entrances,
There are two entrances.
and they're both small dirt
And I-
path.
Okay,
Next time I looked at this.
all right, well, let's see if we can. I'll
And I
talk
can
to
only
Alex about
find
that, that'd be
one.
good. And you know, we plan on like 2 hours or so, something like that, whatever it is, it's,
Just do what you
um,
can do.
yeah, I think that would be great. The other thing we wanted to talk about, Francis, you and I talked about, you sent me pictures of it. Where you had put down the metal grate
Yeah,
on the bike
this-
path.
This was done, and it was, the way I get there, just so you know, by location. If you're going up Locust, heading up west. Go from there, that intersection, you head north.
Okay,
And then
Take a right.
it's on, yes, but take a right, head north, and then it's maybe,
On the
Cool.
bike path? or
yes,
on
it's
the-
on the bike path. It's a quarter or a third of a mile on your right.
before the
Sawfish,
cemetery, before the cemetery.
oh, yes,
Yeah.
well before, it's closer to Locust than to the
And-
other entrance.
Right,
And so Sawfisher have been doing research, and they were using this where you put 1/2 inch grid, a metal grid down on top of the, where the knotweed is growing. And then it grows from expansion of the root system, rhizomes. And when the stalks come up, they're kept within that 1/2 inch
Oh.
diameter, so they can't get to their full height to get the photosynthesis and the process going, you know, to grow. And so, Bob Cook got permission from the state, because the state owns 12 feet on either side of the bike trail. And, we laid that in and we were monitoring it. And that's been, I would say 3 or 4 years, easy.
yeah,
Probably
before I came on.
it's probably 4. And I was looking at it. And it was shorter at the beginning. Say they were a 1.5 to 2 feet, but I went there this about a month ago. And it was higher. I'm gonna say it was 3 feet. And then even some were taller and they were flowering. So I'm afraid they might go beyond the grid.
So are you saying what?
Should we, can
cut
we
them?
cut them? But, I actually think we need Joanna and Bob, I'd like to confer with them first. I'd be happy to go twice a year and cut it, because behind that, Andrew, is a, open space property, a conservation property. There's no trails on, just social trails. But there would be a cute place for one of your geocache
Yeah.
walkers.
Yeah,
Cause people go there and it goes behind the bike trail, you get in there and then you can walk all the way up to the properties, somewhere up to Route 6, and it's very pretty land. But no trails, cause it's not big enough to have a trail system.
right,
I've been walking up that way, because I figured my 3 mile, I should 3 miles. And I've been past there and I haven't seen any greens,
I'll show you.
but I haven't.
You're
been
putting the
looking
grease on to
down
prevent bikes or to,
What?
it was to
prevent-
curtail the knotweed.
It was the curtail.
Knotweed
Oh,
is our
okay,
big-
okay,
On the other
knotweed's our
side-
biggest.
yeah,
issue.
yeah, for sure.
And on the other side of the trail, Andrew, it's taller than me. It's 6 feet.
Oh,
So it
really?
did, yeah.
It
so
does,
it
yeah,
does
no, no,
work.
so
It does
It did work. So
So,
what do you wanna talk about cutting? I think.
I mean, should I be willing to cut it twice a year? I mean, just so that it doesn't
Yeah.
spread into the woods.
Maintenance.
Yeah,
But,
Yeah.
I think courtesy wise, the people who put it in were Joanna, Peter Wade and Bob Cook.
okay,
So I can take it on mine to, you know, reach out to them. And see,
When you say cut it, what do you mean cut it?
you cut it down to the
I
ground.
know, but like, can you use a weed whacker to do
Yeah,
that? Okay.
I have it.
I'll say I have an electric weed whacker that I can put blades on and do
You
that.
don't even need that. I have, Bob Cook showed me
it's only.
Ace. I have a slice like
It's
this.
not like sticks.
No, it's very
It's
easy
easy
to
to
find.
cut, that's what we basically removed from the culvert.
And that if you do it in the
If it's really thick
spring
though,
and
you
then
have
late
high
summer,
culverts.
you
That
really
looks good.
stop.
I have some of those, that's why I
the
said
growth.
I use it for my prop shop.
It's not a big deal.
Right, with the big saw blade.
That sounds good.
And then we wanted to see how effective it was, if that would be something that the town would use.
Oh,
Other
sure.
locations, So,
Did you put some at the library too?
yeah, but it didn't really work out at that spot. It's behind the library, behind the viburnum toward the
Okay.
pond. And the Nodweed is coming up and then I work there on Wednesday mornings and
Right.
we've been walking over it never, so that's not a good,
Not
it
good
wasn't a
test.
good test site.
Not a good test,
Because
but this
it's
was.
been disturbed.
All right.
This
So
one
you're
here,
gonna reach out to who, Joanna?
Joanna.
Have Bob
Cook,
Cook and Peter.
And then, just so that they give me their input, they're probably gonna say, go ahead, but. So, let me put that as a note for myself, Joe. It was an interesting project though, and
Yeah,
yeah,
well, it worked.
it does work, not completely, but I don't know what works completely.
Anything that retarded a little bit anyway.
Yeah,
Why is knotweed such, it's invasive to
grows
the
really
area,
weird, yeah,
this
it's-
area?
it takes over,
What happens to, or what's that grass called? Oh, they make. I'm losing my words, Nick. Becoming my father's daughter. They
good-
make
a good grass or bad grass?
that grass. They make sheets, paper towels out of, toilet paper out of.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Fragment.
It's invasive, it grows once
Yeah.
it's
We have a lot of plants like that. We have a lot of trees that become that.
locust. The
Not
invasive
just,
one,
yeah,
yes.
well, yeah, but I forgot what it is, not really a tree, it's a bush or something like that, that used to be recommended some 30 years ago to do as plant as a local plant. I still have two on my property that my landscaper put in after Hurricane Bob. And then like, I guess he was at my property, maybe he doesn't landscape for me, we're just good friends. He's walking my property, maybe when I first moved here permanently, and he's walking, he goes, oh, Rob, you really should cut those out of there. They're pretty, they turn beautiful pink red. So what I do is I just keep them small and trimmed, and they're kind of like,
Well, the butterfly bushes, right?
well, they're not a butterfly bush.
Burning
I have
bush.
those too.
Cause they're also invasive.
Oh, the
apparently.
Yeah, they are.
Is it
Yeah.
burning
I
bush?
I cut my butterfly bushes down this low every year, and they're. 10
Are,
feet, but
are they invasive?
Yeah, evidently, cause I was gonna put some in and I was like doing some research and I was like, what,
But
no
but
way.
they're great pollinators and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
what you do is you just hack the hell out of them in the fall. And they'll come back, mine are over 10 feet tall, I cut
I
them
have
out this low.
3
every
burning
year.
bushes.
Yeah.
I come home from Connecticut.
But I
one
don't know what
weekend.
this tree is, they're,
One hue is gone.
Yeah.
They're in my driveway taking my beautiful burning bush down. Who? The tree people, my husband called.
Okay,
oh, anyway.
they don't plant those anymore.
I know, he says, you're gonna have to go off Cape if you want another one.
I don't know if you
In
can buy
plant-
them in New England.
Oh, you can get them.
Yeah, I don't know why,
Really?
why do you say that they're invasive? I have
You can
3
get 'em in-
other
you can get it.
ones, and there's,
I'll
they're contained.
tell you the nursery.
They're contained.
Because we have,
The birds eat the seeds and drop the seeds and they grow up in the woods. They're on my street and I know
But
they
they're
were not planted.
Beautiful in the.
They are, but the thing
They
about
take over.
invasives is that they take nutrients.
Yeah,
Oh,
They're
away from
very,
other
the
plants.
reason they're so successful is they take the nutrients
Yeah.
and then the native ones
That's all you have.
struggle.
it's like stink bugs. We don't have, stink bugs aren't native to the United States. They're here because of a shipment from Japan in like the 1800s came over and it had
Right.
stink bugs on it.
Yeah.
And now because there's no natural predators, stink bugs, same
And
thing
we
with plants.
didn't have
no
anything about
natural-
that on the Cape as Connecticut has them, and now we have them. It's
Oh, I was just.
indicative of the nature of the beast.
Perturbed that he didn't talk to
Oh,
me
yeah.
first.
Any other new business,
I don't have-
old business, anything else,
I would-
Francis?
I
Well-
would like to complete some of these before we add any.
Good, okay, I'm in agreement. We've got some big tasks here that we'd like to.
When's this cleanup happening?
We didn't set it
Okay.
date yet. I've got to check with Alex to see, because it's kind of like he has to make sure we can do that, but I'll make sure everybody gets enough notice.
Okay,
So it's.
yeah, I
on-
missed the last one, I was at work, actually had to work.
Yeah,
I to work.
I try to get everybody at least a 2-week notice, if not longer. I'll be on Alex on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Try to set something
Just one of
up.
those.
So he can order the name tag.
I'm gonna have to do that
So
too.
we can get that done
And I'm gonna
and
reach
then
out,
Karen.
I'll reach out to
for the
Karen.
signage. Yeah, so we could get Sandy Meadow all done. That would be great.
Well, see, we can't, yeah, until we can't put the other signs in, we're just waiting for the ADA, which hopefully they can still do this fall, but it would be great to get the trailhead in. And the other thing I would like to do, cause these kiosks, I think are something that shows that we're doing something in the community. Would be great to see if at some point we could set up a picture with a few of us there in front of the signs, just, I know none of us really like doing that, but it's important that people
I'll
see
take
the
the
committee.
picture.
Okay, so I'll reach out.
Maybe after we get the sign, the name
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and then, when we get the name on it, we can just take a quick groupie picture and the same thing with the ADA trail, not the Sandy Meadow thing. I mean, I think we should try to bring on maybe a few past, like Saul, be great to have Saul there for that. Because he was at the
Yes.
beginning of this whole thing, we were using some of his pictures initially and stuff, so.
Right,
Just
just the older, the
Yeah,
other, the
some of the other
alumni.
people to show that, that we, do follow through. It takes us a while, but we do follow through.
Can we actually try to get this ADA trail going? this
Well, that's,
fall?
it's a good possibility. But Alex needed to reach out to the contractor to see what their time frame is and stuff. The lucky thing is that we don't really get a heavy duty like freeze and all that.
Right.
So, and they're always looking for work and we already had quotes on this, so
Yeah,
it's a matter of just getting it scheduled
right,
and getting it going.
right. Do we have the money?
Is really what it is. We have the money.
approval? Did
We
we get
have-
the approval?
I
from
think,
the-
I think you got the approval.
Okay, so I think if they can, what did they say, 2 days?
Yeah,
So
they don't
maybe
need that much time.
it'll be
They're bringing
good
in
for them
big equipment.
November, December project.
Right. Because we can still probably get the others, we could probably get DPW to get the other signs installed as well. I also found a company that does benches. So we could probably talk about if we had talked about putting a bench
Yeah.
somewhere on the ADA or 2 benches.
Benches,
And-
each overview.
Right, and if that's not covered by, what we have, then maybe we can find somebody who wants to donate a bench, which would not be a terrible thing. And put a plaque on it. I'm good with that. We've got people that could be recognized. Anything else?
The next meeting date, you have to,
Oh, we have to pick a next. Thank you, Francis. That's why you're here, to keep me honest.
yep,
The next one would be the 15th. Is that good with everybody? It's soon, I know, because we did this one thing, but that's probably, what do you think?
yes, I mean, go ahead, because I think it's really better to stay on the same week. I mean, the same
The-
day,
the third
because
week.
this was problematic for other people. My best shot is remote. I'm gonna be up in Boston.
Okay,
But I think for the appointment I have earlier, for 2:30, I'll be remote. So I
okay.
think I can do it.
15th,
The October
The
15th?
regular
Yeah.
third Wednesday.
that would be the third Wednesday. Better if we keep it with that.
Yeah, I think this, people's schedules is,
Okay.
Okay,
Well, that's, I think that's better because when we bump it again, then we get into Thanksgiving for the next one and the whole thing. I can't believe we're saying Thanksgiving or. Right.
so the
alright.
next steps are, Rob, you have to go, you at home or something this week, get this on the calendar first
Yep,
to Kendra.
okay,
And then you put in the agenda, just a few
Right.
days before.
okay.
Right,
The last thing for them to tell.
Motion to adjourn,
Second.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
second, okay, in favor,
Francis, yes. Linda, yes.
Andrew, yes.
Rob, yes.
Now, where do we?